Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. A dormant evil rises beneath the Hogwarts castle. The second book in the Harry Potter series is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. A satisfying conclusion that confirms our want to read the rest of the series. Let's have a look at what this second book has to offer us. And don't worry, I will try not to spoil the plot of this book. Before we start the video, I want you to go down in the comment sections and tell me if you have read this series or if you have seen the Harry Potter films. And also tell me which was your favorite book and film. Hello Potterheads and welcome back to my channel. As you know that to celebrate 20th anniversary of Harry Potter film, I have decided to start a series of videos about Harry Potter 7 books in which I will upload each video on each book, characters and any interesting thing that I will find. Today's video is the second video in the series. We are going to discuss the second book, The Chamber of Secret, in this video. Harry is back at Privet Drive at the start of this book. He has been writing letters to his friend, but he has not get any response from them. He has been somewhat isolated as a result of this. He wants nothing more in his life than to return to Wizarding World now that he has experienced it. However, a house elf named Dobby enters and warns him not to go back to Hogwarts because something terrible would happen this year. When Harry discovers that Dobby has been withholding his letters, he pursues him. Dobby uses a hover charm to float a cake, dump it over one of the guests of his uncle, and he interrupted the dinner party. As a result, Harry gets into trouble and he was locked by his uncle into his room. However, Ron Weasley and his two brothers, Fred Weasley and George Weasley, arrive to save Harry from this hell and transport him to their house. This brings us back to the magical atmospheres of the last novel's Diagon Alley, but in a more domestic environment, which is quite pleasant. It also allows us to discover new characters who were barely mentioned in the first book. One of this book's greatest assets is its ability to do so. It builds on the prior book quite nicely and there isn't much need for a recap. The initial awe of discovering the fantastic realm has worn off. It's now a time to build on that foundation and really start expanding the Wizarding World. With Gilderoy Lockhart, the segment in Diagon Alley for this book focuses more on the idea of wizarding celebrities. Gilderoy Lockhart is a well-known author who has accomplished several incredible feats. For the first time, we see another part of the Wizarding World. This is a darker or wicked side of things. It introduces more of Malfoy's family and demonstrates how the Wizarding World, like the rest of the world, has political divisions. The return to Hogwarts is also handled in a different way than it was handled in the first book. All of these minor modifications, I believe, are what make this book feel fresh and allowed it to expand on the world with a variety of new concepts. This volume spends less time teaching school lessons and more time advancing the plot of the Chamber of Secrets mystery. Being in the wrong place at the wrong time gets Harry Potter into trouble. They spiral downwards, leading to detention and finally isolation. In some ways, this book is about bullying in the second year of the school. Malfoy refers to Hermione as mudblood, and we acquire the greater understanding of bullying and political divisions between the families in Wizarding World. In this book, we, the reader, get to learn some new spells as well as deeper dive into the class of potion, brewing incense. The development and application of the Polyjuice potion takes up numerous chapters. A potion has enormous ramifications for the rest of the series. Even though the book is dismal at the time, there is enough of humorous relief in it. Everything from Ron's wand breaking to Gilderoy Lockhart's follies. After he receives the defense against the dark arts job happens throughout the year. There is even a Valentine's Day scene in this book, which I think is fit for the series' character relationships. This is simply treated as a crush, not a full-fledged romance between two 12-year students, which would be awkward at best. This book's conclusion is far more grandiose than the previous book. There are some cliches from the fantasy genres that can be found here, but at the end of the day, The book answers nearly all of the stated questions and left me wanting for more after a satisfying battle, which I'm not spoiling with this review. If you are still watching this video, it means that you are enjoying it. I would appreciate if you just go down and book the like button so it can spread to the wider audience. Thank you. I appreciate it. Overall, the character development is excellent. Each characters appear matured as the story progresses and we learn more about them. This is true not only for the main characters but also supporting characters, resulting in an universe that feels real, extremely real. The Chamber of Secrets makes a valiant attempt to live up to the series' initial installment. It expands the wizarding world and allows readers to get more invested in characters other than the three primary characters, Harry, Ron and Hermione. As Voldemort remains a big threat to the world, we also get a decent picture of where the story is about to go in the future. This book contains essential setup for the future books, making it the crucial book that should not be overlooked. Now, I want you to go down in the comment section, yes, again, and let me know your thoughts on the Chamber of Secrets. Was it better than the first book? Comment below and let us know. And if you haven't watched the first video about Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stones, then here it is. Now, one more interesting fact about this anniversary is which cast will be there in the celebration of this 20th anniversary. Now, here is the list. Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, Emma Watson, obviously, Bellatrix Lestrange, Hagrid, Lucius Malfoy, Sirius Black, Dolores Umbridge. Why? Lord Voldemort, Draco Malfoy, Fred Weasley, George Weasley, Arthur Weasley, Ginny Weasley, Dean Thomas, Neville Longbottom, Luna Lovegood, Professor Quirrell. Go and check it out. Goodbye.